Hey, guys, happy Sunday. And you know what that means. We're back tonight with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Potomac, 90-day. It just never stops. But as of right now, we are back to talk about Tom Girardi's former employee, Kimberly Archie, slamming Erika Girardi on social media. I'm not surprised, but we have all the details. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Erika Girardi was slammed by Tom Girardi's former employee, Kimberly Archie, after she is going on Twitter and accusing her fans of making her a villain. She feels like no matter what, she is the bad guy in this story. Damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. But at the end of the day, we've all been saying this. All you have to do is show some sort of sympathy to the victims. Instead, you like to troll the trolls, like you said on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. And when you do that, you're posting photos, risque photos, photos of you lounging around in lingerie. I get that that might be your brand, but nothing in those captions, nothing in those photos say anything like, I'm pissed off at my soon-to-be ex-husband. I wish this wouldn't have happened. I feel so bad for the victim. So, of course, fans are going to villainize you because, well, you're not saying what anybody wants you to say. And at the end of the day, it's freedom of speech, right? Erika can say whatever she wants, whenever she wants. She has the right to do so. But with that, of course, people are going to have something to say. It's kind of common sense. Not only did she have Kimberly Archie go in on her, she also had Ronald Richards he posted something and she finally agrees with him on something. And then she's getting kind of reamed for stepping out what they're calling downcast. But at the end of the day, I don't even think that's news because she's allowed to step out without the glam, looking a little bit, more humble, I guess you could say. She doesn't have the same glam squad. She doesn't have the $40,000 a month glam. That's obvious. That's going to happen. But let's stick to the Ronald Richards and Kimberly Archie thing for just a second. One Twitter user said, Erika Jane, stop being a villain. And Erika replied, stop making me one. Nothing I say is good enough, so get. Of course, Kimberly Archie is going to chime in on this one, and she said, you only have yourself to blame for being a villain. You have a huge platform and an opportunity to care about the victims. You choose to ignore us, just like you won't have the balls to reply to me. Keep trolling the trolls, and I'll keep helping the other victims who benefited from you. Ouch. Ouch. If there's ever a Leah McSweeney shots fired, this would be one of them because she's just letting Erika know, okay, now you're victimizing yourself. You're saying, oh, no matter what I do, everyone's going to get in on me. Everyone's going to be upset with me. I'm going to be the villain. So I'm just going to just say, get and be the villain anyways, because damned if I do, damned if I don't. And Kimberly Archie said this the best. You only have yourself to blame for being a villain. You have a huge platform. You could show empathy for the victims, and you're not doing that. Is she wrong? Now, while Erika did not reply to Kimberly Archie, which she did say, you don't have the balls to reply to me, so we weren't figuring Erika would, but actually sometimes it's a little unpredictable. We didn't know how she would respond. She did respond to a message that Ronald Richards posted on Instagram, accusing the Girardi Keese employees of failing to take responsibility to protect the clients that Tom Girardi was representing. In this post, he said this: what does every attorney who worked at Girardi Keese as either an associate, a quasi-partner, or a manager have in common? Not one of them have taken responsibility to the clients or for the clients they were obligated to protect and serve or give back any of their bonuses or salaries. 100% hashtag Girardi, hashtag Girardi fraud, hashtag lawyer. Erika said, finally, a post I agree with. It only took a year of looking in the wrong place. You really are slow. Okay, so this is the thing I don't understand. You want Ronald Richards to leave you alone on Twitter. You don't want to have this back and forth, yet you still are engaging in the back and forth. Of course, if you respond to him, he's going to respond to you. Twitter just works like that. Twitter feuds they're famous. Twitter is famous for having these feuds where people are typing back in however many characters they're allotted and just going in and reaming and ripping each other apart. So I don't understand, if you don't want this to continue, why would you even respond to this message? But again, she has a right to say whatever she wants. She does. Ronald Richards responded to Erika Girardi responding to Ronald Richards by saying, taking aside a not nice dig from Erika Girardi on the IG page, attorney Ronald Richards. We are looking at all directions, but the big money went to one person. We have only been retained since June of 2021, so it hasn't been a year. We have asked for any 411 to aid in the below review. Getting back to her stepping out and looking what they're calling downcast, someone posted a photo of Erika Girardi, and she has a book, she has sunglasses on, obviously no makeup, and they put captioning the photo, no makeup, sloppy hair and clothes, dirty car, so freaking fake. She's full of shit. No sympathy forthcoming while she's living in a $7,000 a month rental in Beverly Hills. Well, technically it's in Hancock Park, and we heard it was $9,500 a month. So if you're gonna ream Erika, then at least do it the right way. But at the end of the day, I'm just so curious what you guys think about this. What do you think about Kimberly Archie coming forward and having something to say when Erika is so obviously just saying, listen, I'm the villain in this story, like it or not, people are going to paint me that way. And she's like, no, hold on, wait a second. You didn't have to be the villain. You chose to be the villain by trolling the trolls and saying everything and doing everything, because actions speak louder than words. And you haven't said or done anything for the victims. I think Kimberly Archie is right here. And when it comes to Ronald Richards' post on social media talking about, you know, now he's looking into the Girardi Keys firm, and Erika's like, well, finally after a year, he's like, no, it's actually only been June, July, August, September, October. It's barely been 5 months. Okay, it hasn't been a full year, so he doesn't know what the hell she's talking about, but I'm sure that's not going to stop her from chiming in the future. I have so many questions for you guys, though. Do you think that Erika will ever stop going on social media? Do you feel like her Twitter rants will stop, or do you think that this is just the beginning? As long as this is playing out, of course, she's going to voice her concerns and just troll the trolls. And I'm wondering if Andy Cohen at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, if he asked her anything about the victims, because she hasn't really spoken up. And if she does, it's in a moment like when Garcelle said the victims are the most important here. And she was like, absolutely. But she's never really offered a comment or said anything unless being prompted to do so, which makes people think you're only saying this to save face. And I understand damned if you do, damned if you don't, but this is how it looks. So if she offered these kinds of statements in the beginning, then we wouldn't have this issue. But that's not what she's doing. So unfortunately, at the end of the day, it's just going to continue to play out this way. All right, guys, with that, don't forget, tomorrow we have Real Housewives of Potomac. We have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We're recapping both. And of course, 90 Day Fiance. And then thank you guys again so much for Friday night's hot, messy topics. It's kind of like a happy hour, but where you guys have your unfiltered opinions and you guys always bring it. I appreciate you. And I'm going to try to keep the panel down to 3-4 people up at a time so it doesn't get confusing. It was one hell of an episode, and I fully anticipate growing hot, messy topics into a weekly thing, Monday through Friday, where we all just get to get, you know, I guess messy. All right. Happy Sunday, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out there, have some bottomless brunch, make some memories, be safe. And with that, I'll see you so very soon. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Happy Sunday fun day. Bye, guys.